What's up, Space Pirates? This is your captain, the delightfully devilish Dr. Disaster, and if you ever wanted evidence as to how tough it is to make money in AAA gaming, then look no further than Square Enix. I mean, these guys have Final Fantasy, Kingdom Hearts, Dragon Quest, and yet still, things are not going too great for them.
What is this? What is this? Where's all the money?
According to a recent report, Square Enix is losing a shitload of money and working on a new process of being more selective in how they make games. Hopefully, to this end, Square Enix does something about being included on this list here. This is the client list on Sweet Baby Inc.'s website, and you can see Square Enix proudly listed right here. I can't see how a narrative consultancy will help their bottom line. You see, the budget is super tight in AAA gaming. That is why it is so noteworthy when we boycott woke games. That is why games journalists lost their minds over Sweet Baby Inc. Detected. A lot of these companies cannot withstand boycott pressure. Alright, me hearties, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and also, don't forget to follow me over on Twitter, where I keep a list of woke games pinned to my account at all times for reference. My handle over there is Dr. Disaster 1. But we're going to read about this big loss that Square Enix is suffering. We're going to go through this article from Bounding Into Comics. The headline on it says, Square Enix cancels multiple console games, suffers multi-million-dollar loss as part of plan to be more selective and focused in the allocation of developmental resources.
Well, it's about time!
Yeah, it is about time that these companies look at how they spend their money. I don't think it's a coincidence that this mentality is shifting at the same time that gamers are growing more conscious of things like Sweet Baby's presence in the industry. But let's read this thing. Did Sephiroth do this? Following an extended period of poor business decisions, struggling sales, and a lack of Kingdom Hearts releases, okay, that last one is a joke, but still, Square Enix has announced that in an effort to right their sinking ship, they will be both canceling a number of in-development titles and working to be more selective and focused with their resources in the future. The Final Fantasy developer unveiled their forward-looking game dev plans by way of an official Notice of Recognition of Extraordinary Losses filed with the Tokyo Stock Exchange on April 30th. Therein, Square Enix revealed that in light of the myriad changes underway in the environment surrounding its group, the company's board of directors had voted to revise the group's approach to the development of high-definition games with the intention of being more selective and focused in the allocation of development resources. To this end, the studio further noted that, as a result of a close examination of the group's development pipeline undertaken in keeping with this revised approach, the company expects to recognize approximately 22.1 billion yen or $140 million in content abandonment losses on its books for the fiscal year ended March 2024.
That's a spicy meatball!
Unfortunately for curious fans, as of writing, Square Enix has not yet provided any details as to which specific titles were axed due to this restructuring. And actually, to that end, I do have at least a rumor that's being shared online. I saw this pop up on my Twitter feed, and Demian shared this screenshot and said, allegedly, one of the games Square Enix canceled was Stranger of Paradise 2 2, which sucks because I wanted a sequel so bad. And then down below, the screenshot that he shares says, Square recently internally canceled a bunch of projects including Strangers of Paradise 2, a 2D HD style Final Fantasy, Dragon Quest Builders 3, Harvestella 2, and a couple new projects like an open world RPG, and I gotta say personally, this news does suck because I could really dig an open world RPG from Square, but they did this to themselves and I am not gonna cry over their financial woes. But going back to the article, it says, as noted above, while Square Enix's announcement is admittedly eyebrow-raising, it ultimately comes as no surprise given the company's recent financial stumbles. Per the company's previously released Q2 2023 financial results, thanks to the underperformance of such titles as Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII Reunion, Octopath Traveler 2, and Forspoken, the first two failing to make a splash due to being rather niche titles, and the last due to being an outright abysmal experience, Square Enix suffered a drop in profits to the tune of roughly 20 million yen.
This is quite a shock. On the other hand, it's not surprising in the least.
It is no surprise, if you ask me, that Square Enix is rethinking what they're doing, especially after the abject failure of something like Forspoken, and especially with the gaming community rising up against corporate wokeness. You can be sure they are paying attention, and they don't want to mess things up. You may remember that Square used the consultancy firm Black Girl Gamers on the title Forspoken, and it wouldn't shock me at all if they are clearing out any relationships with companies like that and with Sweet Baby in an effort to clean house, especially in light of this news here. This article comes from That Park Place, and it says Sweet Baby Inc. influenced Alan Wake 2 still has not recouped its budget.
Oh no! Anyway, look.
In the company's most recent business review for January to March of 2024, it shared, in February 2024, Remedy announced that Alan Wake 2 had sold 1.3 million units as of the beginning of February. Alan Wake 2 sales have continued with a high average price. At the end of the first quarter, the game had recouped a significant part of the development and marketing expenses. It added, during the first quarter, the team focused on working on the downloadable content that will extend Alan Wake 2. As noted by Remedy, it has not recouped all of its development and marketing expenses. The company also shared that it does plan to attempt to generate royalty revenue from the game, but has not done so yet. Once again, I won't shed a tear for these companies who bow down to wokeness and then lose their ass. And that would even include a beloved company like Square Enix for me. They either figure out that companies like Sweet Baby and Black Girl Gamers are no good for their bottom line, or they can fail miserably. This shit doesn't sell, and if they can't figure that out, then they don't deserve to exist any longer.
I won't kill you, but I don't have to save you.
But I'm gonna leave it there. What do you make of this news from Square Enix? Will they turn things around and save themselves as gamers rise up against this corporate woke bullshit, or will they keep on keeping on? Drop your thoughts down below and we will talk there.
Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your captain is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.